Welcome trainers, Watts here, and today we are actually going to be willfully playing Showdown again because, and you guessed it, I want to test out a team that I do not have in game yet. So currently on Showdown we are actually sitting at 447, so if you saw, I did break the top 500 of the VGC 2017 ladder, which is like so cool because I've been training a lot for the Dallas Regionals coming up this weekend, and it's really cool that I'm able to get like at least on the top 500. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can win some more games. So right now I'm using this sand team you see here with Gigalith, Arcanine, Aerodactyl, Garchomp, Tapu Fini, and Kartana. He's got a weather team as well in Drought or Sun with the Torkoal, Lilligant, and a Garchomp, Lucario, Mimikyu, and Melodic. So we definitely want Gigalith here, but do we want to lead it or bring him back? It's pretty decent against everything except for Melodic, so I'll go ahead and lead with it, and we can bring Kartana back as a switch, or we can bring Garchomp or Fini. Any of these three can take that water type attack really well. But as for a second lead, he's got a really physical team. Garchomp, Mimikyu, and Lucario as his Torkoal, Melodic, or his special side. So we could lead Arcanine here. It's good against Lucario. Not the best against Garchomp, but I mean, I can just bring the Fini Kartana. I don't think I thought that through enough, but I just wanted to get started with this game. So he actually does lead the Torkoal Lilligant, which actually, oh my god, I forgot. I'm bad. Oh man, I totally forgot that Torkoal is actually slower. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot it was slower. That's really unfortunate, actually. But that's okay, because we can switch in Tapu Fini and then back out to Gigalith. This makes sure he doesn't have access to any sort of sleep powder shenanigans, but he could indeed after you, but it won't do too much damage to my Arcanine Tapu Fini, so we're just going to go for the snow. As he switches out Torkoal, probably predicting, and he does go for the sleep powder, so Misty Terrain protects me there. And both these special attackers are going to get a drop. Oh my god. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good at all. This is not even slightly good. This is not good. Okay, so we could Ice Beam that Lilligant, just take it out. It's actually what I'm going to do. I'm just going to Ice Beam Lilligant and switch into Kartana and just hope to dear lord that Melodic doesn't do too much damage to this Kartana here. I mean, I know I can take that Empowered Skull. I know I can take at least one Skull, so that's kind of all I need in this situation. As he protects Lilligant, so that's pretty good. But it doesn't really matter. This Skull is going to do... What even? That did nothing. Wait, why did it do so? Oh, because it's in the sun. That's right. Wow, that did nothing. Okay, so we can freely just Leaf Blade Ice Beam. He protected Lilligant, so he might switch back on the Torkoal, which can eat up that Ice Beam, but there's no reason to really like predict too much, and like he has a lot of things that can't really take my attacks. So, oh wow, he's actually packing the Energy Ball, but that's fine because I'm going to be able to kill him. And that does over half to the Lucario, wow. As it doesn't kill him, wow, that's surprising. Well, we could switch in Gigalith. We could pull a double switch and go Gigalith Arcanine, because Arcanine threatens that Lucario, and Gigalith puts up this sand, which kills Lilligant. But Tapu Fini, or Gigalith is still weak to the Energy Ball, so I'd actually have to do it this way, but Gigalith is going to be weak to the fighting type attack that's probably coming out from Lucario. Or alternatively, I could just attack the Lilligant. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that play. Because Kartana can eat whatever this Lucario, or I could just kill the Lucario. No, because I can just Flamethrower. Well, I can Flamethrower either of these. Maybe I should just switch into Gigalith. Do I really need Gigalith? It's best to conserve Kartana, I think. Because I don't need Gigalith, really, but I need Kartana a lot. Actually, Gigalith is good against Torkoal, so maybe that was a mistake. But that Vacuum Wave doesn't do too much damage. And he does Energy Ball the Arcanine. So, oh wow, Lilligant doesn't die to that Sand, but it will die in a turn if he decides to keep it in, so I'm just going to go for the Flamethrower Protect. As I don't think there's any way for him to kill Arcanine even if he does double up. He's probably going to switch Lilligant into... Wait, he's probably switching Lilligant into Torkoal, right? And fighting type attacking on my Gigalith slot. That would make sense. I'm gonna go out into Finny. There's no reason to protect Gigalith here. As he actually switches out there, so that's pretty smart. But now this means... Wow, he Energy Walled. Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually. So that's a mistake on my part. But this means I can just go straight back into the Gigalith. Which is pretty good. I can Gigalith Snarl. Alternatively, I could switch out Arcanine and protect Finny. Yeah, let's do that, actually. As the Gigalith switching is really obvious, but I think it's more obvious for me to switch out Finny here, so I'm just going to protect it. Yeah, he does go for the After You Heat Wave, which does nothing to Gigalith, and Lilligant will die to the sand. Sweet. So now I'm in a decently safe position. He's probably going to bring back in his Melodic here. But he's going to have to correctly attack one. Like, either of these can take out this Torkoal at this range. With either a Muddy Water or a... Oh no, he actually brings in a Lucario. So I can just protect and switch in Arcanine. Or I can take a Vacuum Wave, and if he's packing Vacuum Wave, he's probably not packing any other fighting type attack like Aura Sphere or anything. So I could just go straight for the Continental Crush onto Torkoal. Which I'm actually going to go for, and plus with the Arcanine Intimidate, that'll make the Lucario very unlikely to outcode this Gigalith, so... yeah, I'm gonna go for... Or never mind, because it is a special Arcanine, or Lucario. But we'll see if he's... Oh, he actually switches out to Melodic. That's horrible for me. As he goes for the Flash Cannon, but I do have Arcanine in for Lucario now. As that Continental Crush actually does a ton of damage. But this Melodic is obviously going to be pretty fast. I can just trade Arcanine for Melodic. I don't really need Arcanine at all, actually. So I'm fine with that. I'll switch to Kartana and Flamethrower Lucario. As he protects Lucario, that's pretty smart. I am faster than Melodic, with no investment. This probably isn't going to kill him. No, it doesn't. Okay, awesome. He can Vacuum Wave me now, but that's fine, because we'll trade. So... I'll go for the Sacred Sword on Lucario, just in case he randomly switches to Torkoal. Yeah, we'll do that, and then... We can just let Arcanine go down here. Yeah, we'll just let Arcanine go down, and then... I guess if it somehow doesn't get Vacuum Wave, then I'll just Flamethrower that slot. As he switches into Torkoal, pretty smart. As, yeah, he does go for the Vacuum Wave. And I'm going to take out the Lucario with that Sacred Sword. So now we're going to bring... Probably back in the Gigalith. Yeah, back in the Gigalith. And at this point, we can just freely Rock Slide Leaf Blade. And I think we've pretty much got it. As... we should just double up into Torkoal. Yeah, we should just double up into Torkoal. I don't think Melodic can Oko Gigalith is called. It might be able to. But, like... He's probably going to protect Heat Wave or something. Yeah, so... We're just going to double up into there. As I could also... No, I can't protect. Yeah, okay, so he protects Melodic, and that's going to be GG, assuming this Rock Slide doesn't miss. As it doesn't. So, GG. That was a pretty decent first game. Pretty long, actually. As my opponent just scoops. Okay, so let's get another game going. Let's see what we're at on the ladder here. As it might not have updated. Wait, did I pass? Oh yeah, I passed it. What? There we go. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, it hasn't updated yet. But oh, what? We never started searching for a new battle. What? Okay. Alright, so he's got a team of Delmise, Kartana, Incineroar, Porygon 2, Melodic, and Gigalith. So, pretty interesting team. It doesn't seem like very synergetic. Like, he's got a lot of mid-level speed tiers. I mean, one really slow Pokemon, but a lot of mid-level speed tiers with a Porygon 2. And then, like, Sand with a full team of sand damaged, except for Kartana. I don't know, it just seems kind of off, but whatever. We're going to lead with the Trick Room is starting into my team because my team is very fast, so we could just taunt that Porygon 2. We could also Roar it. That's why I'm running Roar on the Incineroar, or on the Arcanine, because it's really good at dealing with any Trick Room user, as Trick Room is the lowest possible priority. Kartana is really good against his team, except for against, obviously, the Incineroar. But that's fine, because we can just switch out into Chomp. And then... we'll bring Arcanine for a way to hit Delmise for... oh, and Kartana, yeah, we need the Arcanine. As good. We didn't lead the Arcanine, so that Melodic is not going to get the boost. But this is a fine matchup. I feel like he's probably going to protect Melodic and try to Sacred Sword my Kartana. So we're just going to do the Tailwind Sacred Sword play. Yeah, he does protect Melodic. So he Sacred Swords me, that's fine because we're going to Sacred Sword him back and then be faster on the next turn. So really good there. No, does he pull a double switch? He probably has Protect, seeing as, like, he's probably not max HP because my Sacred Sword did a lot more damage even with lower investment. So he's probably a Sweeper type Kartana, not Sylvester Focus Sash. So, or he could be Focus Sash, that is true. But I'm thinking he's going to Protect, as he's probably running it. So he's either going to Protect switch this, and he's probably going to switch this. We can just Rock Slide, or actually we could just Sky Drop this Kartana, just in case he doesn't Protect, and then Leaf Blade the Melodic. The only issue is if he switches into, like, Incineroar. But the Sky Drop could potentially just KO this Kartana, so we'll go for that. So he switches out the Kartana, and he does pull the double switch, okay. But we Sky Drop. Whoa, that was a really interesting sound effect. We get off the Leaf Blade that does very minimal damage. This is actually super unfortunate because the Sky Drop will mean that we can't taunt it. So it's going to get up the Trick Room. As we can Night Slash this Delmise and just see how much damage we do. Now, I do need Kartana though. But I feel like it could KO. Here, let me look up Delmise. Delmise? Like that. Oh, that wasn't right. Oh, it's Oh my gosh, I know there's a P in there somewhere. There's no P, oh my gosh, okay. Delmise. It's just that weird H, okay. So this thing's defense is actually pretty high. So I don't feel like a Night Slash will pick up the KO. Yeah, I don't think it'll pick up the KO. We'll just switch into Arcanine. I know this is a physical attacker. And it threatens the Delmise, yeah. So we'll just pull the safe play here. as we get the Intimidate off onto Delmines. As the the Porygon 2 just goes for an Ice Beam, so that's perfect. As the Anchor Shot's my Aerodactyl, gonna bring me down the Sash. But we're in a super good position now, because we can just taunt this Porygon 2 and Flamethrower the Delmines. Only problem is if he switches back into Melodic, which he might do, so maybe we should think this through more. I could Willow, it's still good against Delmise, but it also catches the Melodic with some amounts of residual damage if he does switch it in. I think Porygon 2 is probably just going to Ice Beam my Arrow. We could just Rock Slide. Rock Slide Roar in case he does Trick Room. Yeah, let's do this play. Yeah, he does switch into Melodic, okay, good. So I'm happy with this play, as he does go for the Ice Beam, doesn't get flinched, so that's pretty unfortunate. But we do Roar out the Porygon into Delmise, and we actually get the super good matchup here. So we can just freely Leaf Blade, what is he? I know his full team, right? Yeah, he's Kartana Porygon 2. So this Leaf Blade is super safe, and this Flamethrower is pretty safe as well. Yeah, this is pretty free here, because his Porygon 2 and his Kartana are going to take decent amount of damages from both of these attacks. As we're going to start the timer. I'm out of Tailwind, actually, but I don't think that's a big deal. As he protects Melodic, we'll see how much damage the Flamethrower does. Hopefully it KOs. As it does, good. That could have been potentially threatening, but we just saw that Delmise's special defense is not the best. But it is still good. So we know his Kartana does outspeed me, so we don't want to stay in against that. But we don't want Arcanine to take a Scald either. That's okay though. We don't really need Arcanine anymore. So we can just trade it, as we don't entirely know if this Melodic is faster than this Arcanine. It could very well be. But I doubt he has investment. It seems kind of like a Trick Room team. I don't know. We still need the Kartana to deal with Melodic, so we'll switch it out, and we'll just go for the Flamethrower onto his Kartana. Hopefully we outspeed. If we don't, we still might be able to. We don't. We still might be able to live though. We do live. Good. So now we are going to get rid of that Kartana. He's only got 2 Pokemon left, the Porygon 2 and the Melodic. So he gets the down low raise on the attack, which is really good for me. And we actually still have access to VGC Earthquake. So we can just go for this onto the Porygon 2. And we can just sack the Arcanine here. Unless he tries to predict some sort of attack play and Ice Beam Garchomp, but that's fine. Yeah, so we're just going to double up on the Porygon 2. Since Kartana can just deal with that Melodic when it comes in. As he doesn't, he just goes for the Arcanine, which is actually a little bit unfortunate for me, because he could recover here, but he doesn't recover. He actually Trick Rooms, which could be super bad for me. I actually might still lose this game, so I didn't think about that. As this Porygon 2 is going to be able to recover some HP, and this Kartana is probably going to go down to a Scald, so I probably actually lost this game. After I thought I played really well. As he doesn't, he targets the Garchomp. So I actually still might be fine. Oh no, the Porygon Ice Beam actually kills me, so that's probably a Porygon with some investment, so super unfortunate there, just me not playing around the Trick Room. That Melodic being faster than my Arcanine was crucial there. As pretty smart on my opponent's part for having an invested in speed Melodic. That's pretty cool, but I don't know, I definitely could have played that better. I don't know, like, at that point, I didn't really have much to play around the Trick Room. I could have just doubled up into the Arcanine. Like, a Z Earthquake probably would have just killed the Arcanine, so yeah. Or, not the Arcanine, the Melodic, yeah. So that's probably what I should have done. I probably should have Z Earthquake the Melodic. That would have killed, almost undoubtedly, actually, yeah. I definitely should have targeted that Melodic, because Kartana can easily deal with the Porygon 2 as well. So, that was just my mistake for not playing around Trick Room. But now, let's get into this new game. As, is this actually the third game for the day, or is this the second game? I don't know, but if it's the third, then it's going to be a long episode, but whatever. So, we need Garchomp for Magnezone, we need Kartana for this, we need Tapu Fini for this, and we need Garchomp for that, Garchomp for that, Garchomp for that. Alright, so we're leading Garchomp. And we probably want to get up the Tailwind against this team, as there's a potential speed tie with this, and yeah, in general we just want it. And then we need the Kartana and we need the Finny. And yeah, I think that's good. Okay, cool. As my opponent's not ready yet, we'll just start the timer. As my opponent finally made his decision, he's going to lead off with the Arcanine Gigalith lead. Pretty decent actually against my lead. But he doesn't give me that potential Sand Veil, so I'm definitely going to Z Earthquake something, but I'm going to have to correctly predict what he does, as Arcanine probably is going to protect because he's probably going to be scared of a... no, I actually should just Earthquake. I'm just going to Earthquake Rock Slide. Yeah, it's pretty safe against this lead, as he does switch out into top of Bulu, so it's actually fine for me. Because I can actually just Poison Jab that as long as my Garchomp doesn't go down to the Gigalith here. As we get a critical hit, doesn't really matter. As he does target down the arrow with the Heavy Slam, so bring me down to my Focus Sash, all good and dandy. And on this turn, we're just going to Poison Jab the Bulu and switch out into top of Finny. No, into Kartana, yeah, because he's probably going to Heavy Slam again. Or I guess he would Rock Slide. But either way, Kartana isn't threatened by Gigalith. Unless he's packing Earthquake, and even then it's not super, it's just something that does good damage. As hopefully Bulu doesn't protect here, because then the correct play on my part would have been to Z Earthquake the Gigalith, but the fact that he switched in Bulu makes me suspect that he probably won't, but he does actually fish for the Poison Jab, so pretty smart on my opponent's end. As he does just go for the Rock Slide, but that's fine. Very minimal damage coming out from my opponent. So now I'm in a super good position. I can just Leaf Blade Gigalith and Poison Jab Bulu, but he's definitely going to protect, or he's definitely going to predict that and do some sort of switch shenanigans. This is probably switching out into Arcanine, so I can actually just see Earthquake and Sacred Sword it. As that should be able to pick up the kill. Possibly not, actually, because of the fact that I'm going to be intimidated when he comes in, and this Garchomp's going to lose even more. But he's probably protecting Gigalith, so that's actually fine, because it means I can just kill him the next turn if he doesn't KO this turn. So, he actually brings in Garchomp, so that's... Oh, he does pull the double switch, so pretty good on my opponent's end, but this Garchomp is going to go down, most likely. As it doesn't, that's super insane. But that's fine, because we can just Earthquake and switch out into the arrow. Alright, so I'm actually going to change my mind here. I need to KO this Chomp. Same time, I don't know. Maybe we should have brought Arcanine for the Intimidate pressure, as his team was pretty physical, but... Doubt an Earthquake kills this Chomp, but it does do I need to conserve Chomp, I think. So I'm gonna sack my arrow and switch on to Finny. As my opponent's still not done, surprisingly, as he only has 20 seconds left, 10 seconds left. So I guess my opponent just DC'd, which is super unfortunate because this battle was actually going really interesting. Dang, he actually did DC. So that's actually going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to see my future uploads. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed. Make sure to comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.